David, we'll start with David Ubben.
Quavaris, not a normal preseason. What's been the most difficult adjustment or the most difficult thing about dealing with everything you guys have dealt with, in the last, I guess just the last month or so since you guys have been in camp in earnest?
I don't feel like it's been that difficult. I feel like that we all been doing a good job of just adapting to whatever comes, dealing with the COVID situation and stuff like that. I feel like that we all as a team and as the coaches, we all adapted together, and we got to just be able to change on the flip, just like Coach Pruitt said. So
we'll go to Brent Hubbs, followed by Jimmy Himes.
Yeah, Q, where do you think you are in your development as an inside linebacker, and what do you see your role with this defense this fall?
Well, development, I feel like I still got a long way to go. I feel like that I get better each and every day. I just go out every day trying to get better at one thing a day. My role is just to help the team any way I can, whether it be any position. So I'm just grateful to be able to play football this year because we didn't know.
Coach Pruitt said the other day that there have been at least 34 players out for every practice over the last 2 weeks. And I wonder what's that like from your perspective, looking around and seeing so many of your teammates not at practice?
I feel like that's just life nowadays. I feel like that we got to take it like that. I feel like that everybody around the world is going through the same situations as us. So we just got to adapt to it and next man up mentality, when it comes to young guys, got to step in and play. We all got to pitch in and do our part. So that's how I feel about it.
We'll go to Rick Russo, followed by Teresa Walker.
Quavaris, you talked about wanting to be able to help this team in any way you can. How much do you enjoy being in that offensive backfield and carrying the rock and maybe even in for a score sometimes?
That's the most exciting thing. When I played running back in high school, I was always love to get in the box. I think it's no bigger and better feeling. So, hope we put some in. If we don't, then that's okay too. So just see what out of.
And Quavaris, with players being out, is that helping or hurting as you sometimes maybe find yourself playing with some guys who might be a different second team, third team? Is that helping or hurting at this point with chemistry?
I feel like it's helping, honestly. It's pros and cons to the situation, but we get a young guy in there, and we never know how the season gonna go, so we might need that guy to come up and play for us, So it's better for the people to come in and get a jump on the playbook and learn things as fast as possible. And I feel like it's building all us, it's gelling all us together so that we know that we can depend on one another because we never know who is gonna be in there. So we all got a good chemistry with each other and have a relationship with each other so we can be successful this year.
All right, we'll go to Blake Topmeyer, followed by Wes Rucker.
Quavaris, I know you played both inside and outside linebacker last year, but as you've transitioned now kind of as a fixture at inside linebacker, what's been the biggest challenge of that or maybe the toughest hurdle of that transition?
Well, I feel like that it's just playing outside linebacker is one thing, but playing inside linebacker, you kind of like the quarterback of the defense. So I feel like it's being able to put everybody in the right spots and get ready to go. Just being a quarterback of the defense, it's a lot on you. So I feel like that we got the coach of us to get to the level where we can do it at a high speed, at a high rate. So.
Hey, 1 second. We're trying to another internet connectivity there. 1 second. All right, we'll continue.
Q, when I don't know exactly who all's been able to practice when or what days or how all that's gone, but I imagine when you and Henry can both play, you're the guys in there, someone inside linebacker together. How's that sort of relationship going? How are y'all kind of getting on the same page?
Henry, man, without Henry, I don't think that I would, be in the position I am today, man. I'm so grateful for Henry Toto. He like a brother in my life, and he just we build outside the ball. That's the biggest thing for us, just being with each other outside of football, knowing how we are as a person. Then we come to play football is so much easier because we build a relationship outside of it. And we're not scared to address each other when it comes down to it and stuff like that. So he let me understand because he's the best for me. So just get to the point so we know that we want the best for each other. We just want to be successful, just pushing each other to the limit each and every day.
Do y'all have a lot of things in common? I mean, are you guys who kind of naturally like, some of the same, are your personalities the same movies, same music? I mean, do y'all have similarities?
Oh yeah. So me and Henry and we love to grill. So we always have cookouts for the inside linebackers and have like a little pool thing, match and stuff like that. But we see similar things like we play games, we like to unwind. So just little things like that we like to do when we enjoy with each other, But we both need our space now. I ain't gonna lie, we both need our space at the same time. But yeah.
Yeah, Quavaris, we couldn't hear you. You're breaking up a little bit there, but just sort of the kinds of things that Henry has been teaching you about playing inside now that you've moved.
I was saying that for me, I just came from a spot where I have like a lot of athletic ability and I just wanted to play, And when it came to Henry helping me and develop me as a linebacker, it came more as me not just memorizing what's going on and stuff like that, but me learning the concepts and stuff like that, learning the front and what my lineman supposed to be, and just little stuff that helped me develop to be a better linebacker. And because knowing how to make all the calls, how to set all the fronts and stuff like that, just in case that, we never know, like I was saying this season with the COVID deal going on, that if Henry might be out, I'm gonna have to run the show, or we both might be out, somebody else got to run the show. So we try and teach every linebacker in our room, outside of, practice, we come to the house, watch the football games on Sunday, that, just teach them the whole defense so that they can be able to run a show if they have to, So that's why I feel like that Henry helped me out a lot with just developing me to know the whole defense, learning how to really play in the scheme.
Jimmy?
Tennessee was supposed to open the season September the 5th, and I just wonder, how eager are you to get onto the field to play against South Carolina September 26th?
I'm eager. We super excited and ready for the great opportunity to be out there. We've been working so hard. Even when we didn't know that we was gonna play, we were still working hard, and now we just get a chance to come out there and show how hard we've been working. So we just want to go out there and hopefully get a win. So yes, sir.
Gustavo?
Last game of the season, we had a good performance, had a touchdown, the team finished very well. How much positivity and excitement you bring for the end of last season to this season?
I bring a lot because I just know how good we can be, and I just know myself from last year, how much I have grown as a player and as a person, to be able to make the team run smoother. I mean, I feel like that everybody on our team has grew in certain aspects to allow us to have a better football team. Whether it be technique, chemistry, their work ethic, them getting bigger, gaining a couple more pounds. So all the little things, I feel like that we all grew and we learned from all the mistakes we did last year so that we can play smoother and cleaner this year. So.
Wes Rucker?
Q, I know that maybe physically that there's a different challenge in playing inside linebacker and outside linebacker. How much different are you physically from where you were last season? Have you gained weight? Have you lost weight? What's the difference in your body since last year?
I actually lost weight. Last year I weighed a little bit more, so this year I kind of cut down a little bit because I wanted to be more lean, so I can move sideline to sideline to be a great athlete to make tackles. So that was something that I changed about myself, just not being so heavy, being able to run and move around better.
In terms of where you are in the process, I know that as frustrating as it might be, sometimes you just don't know until a game starts and you play a different team and you start seeing, bullets flying and that stuff. But how far along do you think you are in your progression to being an inside linebacker?
Man, I really don't know. I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job, but I just keep on just trying to be a sponge and soak up as much information I can from all the coaches and players that played in front of me. Like still talk to Daniel, still talk to Daryl Taylor. People that have already did it. You know what I mean? And just trying to soak up everything I can to be the best version of me that I can possibly. So.
All right, last question, Eric Kane.
You talked about Henry T a lot. What about some of the other guys who are pushing you? How about Jeremy Banks? How is he pushing you every day in practice to become better at your position?
Jeremy Banks is a great guy, man. I love Jeremy Banks, man. That's my dog. He pushed me by because he brings a certain energy every day. Jeremy always gonna bring a certain energy every day. He played with so much toughness and stuff like that. So then it just make me match him. You know what I mean? We match each other. So then we always compete, and the iron always sharpen iron. So that's how Jeremy helps me out a lot. And it's a lot of other people that help me out a lot also in the inside linebacker room, just with little stuff like even the new guys that came in, French, Bryson, whatever it is. They say, hey, they ask a question to the coach, and I might not even know the question all the way, but just because they asking it, it make us all learn it. So it's just all a whole learning curve, and just you can never be done getting developed and learning at a certain position. So.
All right. Thanks, Q. We appreciate it.